Happy New Year. How's everybody doing? Greg Grexa here from Wildwood Green Golf Club. We're actually working from home today. We have a pretty miserable, cold, rainy day. We're going to talk a little Srixon ZX7 driver, which I just picked up yesterday from my sales rep. And pretty excited just to have one of these right now. And they're basically just releasing it. And I'm going to have an opportunity to give one a try here as soon as the weather gets good. Let's start with just a couple of new modifications to this driver as compared to the old one. And what I really like first off is just the overall design and look of it. So it has been modified. Let's talk about a couple of simple things. We now have two weight ports, one in the heel and one in the toe. I've removed the one in the toe because I was curious just to see the gram weight that they're using to put the weighting into the golf club. And these are 8-gram weights, so the coloring is going to specify the gram weight. And I believe you have options to order different colors. You can do that online, or I can probably order them through my sales rep as well. So those will just screw into the back. There you can see the screw. It's pretty easy. Now here's the very cool news. The very cool news is if you look at this Srixon wrench right here, it's a square wrench. Well, what they've recently done is they've actually switched that out and finally made it compatible with some of the other companies. So here you can see the star wrench, and there you can see the star screw on the inside. So the old drivers, or the other versions, not this year's version of the ZX7, have a square screw located down in the inset there to connect the head of the driver to the golf shaft itself. All right. So with that being said, you can see here I have some different shafts. The shafts are all compatible. You just have to make sure that if you're going to have different shafts and you're going to interchange them from the older models, that you have the new star wrench so that you can interchange them. No big deal. The good news is, again, the adapters are going to be compatible. Here's the book. The book, it basically explains the simple things in as far as the settings go. When you open the book up for the first time, it's basically going to show you how to remove and install the QTS sleeve, and you use the proper torque wrench to do that. It's then going to go into some very simple alignment positionings to line it up and make sure that the shaft is seated properly into the head before you start screwing, because the last thing you want to do is basically misalign it or screw it in incorrectly. And I honestly feel this is one of the greatest things about the quality of the product that you're going to get is setting options. You can see here we have basically 12 different setting options. The one thing to keep in mind is that when you add loft, you close the club face, and when you decrease the loft, you open the club face. It also can change the lie angle of the golf club a little bit, which to me is not as much of a big deal, but again, lie angle is also relative to how you return the driver back to the impact position. So if you're more of an upright, obviously you would want it upright. If you bring it in at a lower lie angle, then you would want it more at a moderate to flatter lie angle. However, with that being said, the better player is going to probably like to keep it a little bit more around the standard. So your options are 10.5 degree, which I'm going to play at 10.5 degree. However, I set my settings personally at 10 degrees. So I de-loft the golf club a half a degree, and that will open the golf club 1 degree, which is perfectly fine with me because I don't really want my golf ball going left, and it helps my ball stay a little bit more straight and even potentially incurs a little bit more of a fade, which I'm totally fine with. So one more page here, we'll just flip the page, and you can see this will give you a little bit of the performance guide on your ball flight and what to kind of do dependent upon what you're looking for as far as ball flight goes. Now we'll take a look at the face construction. You can see what it looks like, and I'll just kind of maneuver it around different ways. It's not going to do justification as if you're setting it into the playing position, but there's a look at it from the back side, and you can see it just says rebound frame on the back. You can see the composite looking there on the top. Probably even see me videotaping a little bit. There's just a basic little design there on the top of the golf club to show the center of the golf club. And then if we flip it over this way again, you can see the front design. So very good, clean looking golf club. It has the Srixon logo on the toe. And now we'll set it down into the playing position, so you can see what that looks like. Now, what I was able to do, because I've been playing a Fujikuri speeder shaft, 757 Evolution 3 in the X-Flex, I was able to take that out of my old Srixon driver and basically just go ahead and install it right on into my new driver face, which is really good. See, it won't even focus there on the shaft. And I have a variety of different shafts to go ahead and to put into the new Srixon head, and we can try different versions, but I'm pretty happy with the shaft I already have, so I don't really see any extra modifications being made there. All right, there you have it. A very quick, good look at the new ZX7 driver, and give it a try and see what you think. Thanks for watching.